Good morning. So I figured that the kind of video that I really like to watch are vlogs. So what I'm going to try and do is do more vlog style videos for you, just of what I do during the week, the kind of crafts that I end up doing, process to making videos and things like that. Because like I said, I find that very interesting when I see what other people do. So I hope that you find it interesting. Let me know. I'm going to change the camera angle. 1 second. I hope that's a little bit better, but it also gives me an excuse to use my microphones, my newish microphones. So what I have in store today, I'm actually feeling at like 30% today, which is ironic because now I'm filming. But I mean, this is also kind of fun stuff. But what I want to do, what I have to do this week is I need to film some B-roll for a video that I'm doing for an event, a summit. And I need to make washi tape stickers. I need to cut these and film the process of cutting them. So while I won't be able to talk to you, because obviously I'll be using that camera to film, you can see the process of what I'm doing. I also have my journal that I completely didn't write in yesterday. I wrote in 9 a.m. YouTube video, and that was apparently the only thing that I was going to do for the day. And it is now 1:30 p.m. on Wednesday. So I've got nothing between 9 a.m. on Tuesday and 1:30 p.m. Like I said, I'm at 30%. I had a headache the whole of yesterday. So while I did end up working on my YouTube videos for a few hours, I then was editing a little bit. So let's put in here editing, and then I kind of didn't really do anything from about 4 o'clock onwards because my brain was just so finished. And I think that's kind of why I'm running at 30% today, because I'm just wiped out from yesterday. So that's why I'm getting a late start to the day, and I'm trying to be kind to myself. So 1:30, let's work on, this isn't a YouTube video, so let's erase that. This is a summit video, so it's the sticker making summit. And then I'm probably going to be working on that until probably about 3. So let's just do arrows down there. And that's B-roll. And then I will work on some editing. And then from about 4 onwards, I should go to the gym. And especially if I'm feeling like this, I probably should. But I also have a bunch of SVGs that I need to work on for a bundle offer that I'm putting together. I've got a lot of it already done, but I need to like finalize it and build out a few more things that I want to do. I suppose I can do that tomorrow or Friday. Friday is the 1st, but then I've got a live stream at 6, so I'm going to write down live stream, and I also have a live stream on Friday at 4. Today's a very live stream heavy week. It's going to be 3 live streams in 1 week. But let's get to cutting out the washi tape stickers. I do need to figure out the cut settings for this so that I can give you guys an idea of the cut settings, because the cut settings, it's printable washi tape. Where did that thingy go? And the cut settings are very, very delicate because it's a very, very delicate tape. So I am going to try and do that. I should probably do it on a test piece of paper and not on this one, because I can do it at the bottom. That's kind of the nice part about trying to find test cut settings, is that you can just use the bottom of the printable page because it doesn't really affect anything. So I think before I get started and do anything else, I'm going to do that. Okay, so after a little bit of fighting with Cricut Design Space and getting things set up, I finally have the right cut setting selected. And I'm trying the washi tape setting, and I'm using my print and cut test cut method that I have in my printable organization system. It is just so much easier to do test cuts like this, because essentially what it does is it's set up to do, like, this is the already printed file. So in situations exactly like this, when you've already printed the page and you're like, I forgot to do my test cut, you load this one, you do the first page, you pull it out, you check to see, okay, has my test cut worked? Where's my weeding tool? So now, what I'm going to do is, and you can kind of see it there, is I'm going to just remove the outer piece, and you can see here how it hasn't actually cut all the way through cleanly. So I know that that's not the right cut setting, all right? So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into Cricut Design Space, maybe do a double cut, because I don't want to increase the pressure too much because it's washi tape, because washi tape is really difficult for like tearing. It tears really easily, so I'd rather do a double pass than increase the pressure, because this is on the lightest cut setting. So by doing a double pass, I keep the pressure the same, which means I reduce the option of tearing, and then I can have it cut more through. Okay, so I'm going to go change the cut setting, and it's already on mat 2. There's like 10 different mats, so you don't have to worry about like moving anything on the mat or anything. You automatically just go to the next setting, the next page, and then it cuts. It won't cut in the same spot there, it'll cut just next to it. So you're cutting an uncut section of the page. I'll show you now, hold on. So I've just set up a new material, which is the printable washi tape. And what I've done, I actually wanted to put the pressure on less. No, let's cut it on default pressure just to see how it's going to be. So the only thing I've changed in Cricut Design Space now is the material cut settings, because obviously we want to find the right cut setting. So I've just changed that, and it's now going to cut the next little spot. Okay, it's like completely ripped it up off the mat. So you can see there it's completely missing, and it's now underneath the machine, which is what I never understand about these. Okay, so now what I'm doing is, because I did a double cut, I'm going to take the double cut off, and I'm going to just increase the pressure to like 75 or something like that, and that's going to be our third test. So I'm just going to load the mat back in, change the cut settings, and then come back and initiate the cut. All right, I made it 75, took the double cut off. Let's see that. The other option is to do the double cut, but put the pressure on lower. That's an option, let's see. Okay. So you see now, it's cut the third one. So there's 3, stop focusing on me. It's got the third option, and now we're going to do exactly the same thing. So I'm just going to lift up this little piece. No. Okay, that didn't cut through, so I'm going to increase the pressure by 5 again, and just keep doing that until I have the perfect cut setting for this washi tape. Looks a little bit more promising. I feel like we could potentially go with like 5 pressure points more. So now we're up to 85, which I think is the washi tape setting. So we started with the 0.06 millimeter washi tape setting, and now we're on the normal washi tape setting, which is 85. Now the machine's open properly at least. Okay, so in between 80 and 85, it starts tearing. So, like I said, this is a very, very tricky material. It's both simultaneously tearing and not cutting through properly. But if I do 2 passes, then it just cuts right the way through the paper. So I don't understand. I wonder if I did 2 passes at the lowest pressure with less pressure. I wonder if that would work. Let me try that. And so I will go until I find the perfect cut settings. My Pick n Pay grocery delivery also just arrived, which I'm very grateful for. I forgot that I put my microphone in my pocket. My Pick n Pay grocery order just got delivered, which I'm very grateful for, but like, it still hurts me to use Pick n Pay now and not Checkers 60/60, because you only get F&B e-bucks rewards now with Pick n Pay. You used to get them with Checkers, and now they've switched brands or switched supermarkets, and it's 30% back of your groceries back in e-bucks. It would be fiscally irresponsible for me to continue buying with Checkers if I can get 30% of my groceries back. 30, like that's wild. So I now buy from Pick n Pay, as much as it pains me. All right, this was the double pass. You see it still tears a little bit. Maybe I should clean my blade. It looks pretty clean. I don't think I have, I don't even know if I have a ball of foil around here anymore. Obviously, the only reason why you would use foil is to kind of remove any burrs and things like that on the actual blade. It doesn't sharpen your blade, but it looks pretty clean now. Go all the way through on that one. It did not. I'm going to try that. I'm going to try it with 75 double pass, less pressure. Let's see how that works. Nope, it still tears. That's probably the best cut that I have gotten, but it still pulls up the corners a little bit. Maybe this material is just too delicate for, like, really jagged cuts and things like that. But that one does, if I block out my eyes, it'll probably focus, but it does kind of work. Anyway, yeah, so that's not a bad cut setting. It also doesn't cut all the way through. Was that on normal pressure? I don't think I put less pressure on that one. Interesting. Okay, so I've done a couple of confirming cuts, and 70, which is the lowest pressure, double pass, and less pressure seems to be the best option for cut settings. So now that I've got that done, and you can see, so it puts the test cuts all on the top row, all right next to each other, and it doesn't align them so that it's 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, because of the way the Cricut Design Space passes the information. They like jumble up the colors and things like that, which is really annoying. So there's no real way to ensure that it cuts from 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. So sometimes it jumps around a little bit, which is painful, but unfortunately that's a Cricut issue. There's nothing I can do about that. But now that that's done, I can actually film the cutting of this page. So I'm going to do that. And this is like the most fun kind of things that I can do when I'm having a low day, is doing things that I enjoy doing that are low effort, because this is literally just like crafting, but it's part of the job that needs to be done. I don't have to talk, I don't have to dress up, I don't have to put makeup on, I don't have to do my hair. I do have to clean my desk because my desk is a little bit of a mess, but I also bought myself a little snacky snack. So these are cranberry cookies. They're cranberry and white chocolate. They are delicious. So I bought myself some of those. So I'm going to be snacking on those throughout the day. But yeah, time to change that setup and film cutting of the stickers, and then work on some designs, because I can put a movie on, I can work on my designs for my bundle, and I don't really have to think all that much today, which is great. Okay, so this is done. And is it the neatest cut? No. But I mean, when it comes to, you know, using washi tape stickers for yourself, it's pretty much fine. What I might do is I might go back into the file, but you see, even the lines that have gone across have also kind of torn a bit in some areas, but not in others. I don't know, it's weird. But I mean, for the most part, they cut pretty well. So maybe I'll play around with this just a little bit more and see if I can find a slightly better cut setting for this. Maybe try like a brand new blade, maybe try an old blade. I don't know. I'll try a few more things to see if I can, because obviously I've you know, used this quite a few times and it has come out fine. This particular design is a little bit more challenging, but like I said, the places where it's cut jagged has been on the top, not necessarily the sides of the washi tape, which is where you would expect it to have a jagged cut. It's all on the straight lines. Very, very weird. But like I said, if you're using it for yourself, it's still perfectly fine. You could probably even pull the backing, the, you know, negative of the sheet off, and it would probably still look fine as well. So if you were to sell these, you would probably need like minor cleanups. They also don't cut great on my silhouette. So maybe it's just this brand of printable washi tape that I'm using that's not as great. I'll probably try some other ones as well. But yeah, now that that's done, I can take some photos and do some other B-roll of me, like, you know, putting it in my journal and things like that, actually using it, which is quite cool. My favorite part. And this is pretty much what they look like. So they are super, super cute, fun journal stickers that you can use. That summit is going live in September, so make sure that you are on my mailing list to be able to get these files and watch the tutorial and things like that. Obviously there's a link to join my mailing list down in the description. And also, if you are interested in the test cut method that I showed you in the beginning, it's part of my printable material organization system, which also comes with like labeling and all of that kind of thing as well. So you'll be able to label all your printable materials. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that cut setting that I used and go and write it down on the label in the file where I have those materials stored. And the organization system as well also helps. So it's like a whole, they all feed into each other. You organize your materials, then you label them, and then you do the test cuts and note down the cut settings. So it's a perfectly symbiotic system. $15, very well worth it. There's videos, written instructions, everything. So you can grab that down below as well. I absolutely love it. It's a game changer for me, and like you can see, it really helps me find the cut settings easily and quickly. Anyway, enough waffling. I'm going to do some B-roll and then do some design work. Okay, so it's the next day and I didn't check in like at all, but basically what I did was I filmed the B-roll and things for the washi tape stickers, and then I actually had some live streams. I had 2 live streams last night. First one was fantastic. I was with obviously Shelly from We Can Make That as part of the Side Hustle Marketing Summit, and Angie Holden, which was super cool, and then Nancy Joy as well. So like all 4 Cricut crafty ladies. Oh, I love them so much. It's so nice to just be with people and talk to people that are like you, like like-minded, but also so nice and supportive and kind, and oh, I love it very much. Anyway, Then the second live stream was with Kelly M something, I can't remember her name, and Julie from Julie's Wreath Boutique, I think. Julie's Wreaths. She makes the most incredible wreaths, oh my word. I binged her content a little while ago. It's beautiful. And then obviously Shelley. And we spoke, in the first session we spoke about email marketing. In the second session we spoke about just like random tips and business tips and tricks and things like that. And it was great. It was a lot of fun. But the second session, oh my word, we were talking and I'm live. And then all of a sudden the camera that you are on just goes black. Now, it obviously still records like a camera, which is why I'm recording now, no problem. But the connection, the HDMI micro connector, broke just over a month ago, probably about 2 months ago. And it was in the repair shop for about 3 weeks. So I got it back about 5 weeks ago. And it's been perfect ever since. I've been very careful with it, like putting the little, it's literally like, that's the adapter. You can see how tiny it is. And I've been very, very careful with it, trying to make sure that I don't bend it or break it again. And it was plugged in and I wasn't even touching it. And then all of a sudden it just went off. So I was like, okay, well, what do I do now? So I phoned them this morning and they said that they normally do a re-repair if it's obviously the same issue and within a month. And I'm like, it was a month and a week, like literally a month and 1 week. And they were like, and she said, no, it should still be fine. Luckily, they don't have the distinction between like 30 days and 31 days or 31 days and 32 days or anything like that. Shira! One of the 60/60 drivers or something like that just arrived at my neighbor's house. And now my dog's just like, it's coming for us. No, it's not coming for us. Oh, I got dust in my nose because I had to crawl underneath the desk to like move, because I wanted to test the HDMI cable as well, just to see if that was the problem. Long story short, it isn't. And when I plugged the HDMI cable back into my computer all of a sudden kicked up and was like, wee! I don't know, maybe it like registered the new HDMI cable and it was just like, what is going on? And then it like kicked out a whole bunch of dust, because obviously it's dusty under there. I need to, dust it, vacuum it and whatnot, which reminds me I need to order my new vacuum. My vacuum cleaner broke as well, so I need to order a new vacuum. I've just been putting it off. But I'm going to buy one with eBucks because I don't have money for a new vacuum, especially considering the fact that chances are I might have to buy a new camera. I was avoiding buying a new camera, which is why I had that one fixed. And it cost me 3,000 Rand to fix it, which is $150. And a new camera is like 12, 13, 14,000 Rand. So I mean, obviously I'd rather have it fixed. But, anyway, the joys of doing business. But yeah, today is a day, I still need to plan my day, actually. It is now 10 o'clock on the dot, 10:00. And I've been doing a little bit of like social media work this morning. So just catching up with comments and replying to comments and things like that. So I'm going to take note of that between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m. and then plan out the rest of my day. What other things do I need to do today? I need to finish editing my video, which I kind of want to get done, because then I need to submit all of the information, because every time when you do a summit, you obviously have to do the video, you have to give the files, you have to set up the landing page, you have to designate what giveaway you're going to do, what freebie you're going to give, what contribution you're going to give for the VIP. So it's a lot of work that you need to put together, a lot of information that you need to put together, and that info is all due tomorrow. So I want to start, I've got most of it together, but I want to get it properly together so that it's all ready and I don't have to panic at the last minute. So there's a lot of admin stuff today. I'm also going to see some friends of mine this evening for like a crafty day. We do it, we try and do it every week, but it doesn't normally work out every week. But I actually haven't been in a while, so it'll be nice to get out of the house. I don't think I've left the house in a week. So maybe what I might just do is I might just go to the camera place, go to gym, because it's literally just across the road, probably come home, shower, and then go off. So I might even just finish working at like 3 or so, 2, 3 o'clock, somewhere around there. let's see how much I get done in that time frame. Okay, my work is all done and now I need to go to the gym, so I'm all dressed. I just love these pants so much. I'm going to be very upset when I can't wear them anymore, but yeah, ready for the gym. I'm going to drop off my camera, so I'm actually using my phone at the moment, which I don't love, but that's fine. I've also taken my iPad with to go to my friend's place because there are some designs that I need to make for an upcoming journal bundle that I want to put together. And I'm going to be working on those designs while I'm there. So, I mean, it's artsy. They do scrapbooking and things. Like, if you can hear Fred in the background, he's in the bathroom currently. He'll come out here at some point. Yeah, and I get to do something artsy while they're doing all their scrapbooking things. So why not? Okay, this is going to be kind of weird recording from my phone now, but my camera is in for repairs, so what can I do? Literally nothing. It's about literally exactly. Why do I keep hitting the hour on the hour? It's precisely 3 o'clock. You can't see it. There we go. And I'm going live in an hour, exactly an hour, on the Stamp Me Some Love YouTube channel because I'm doing a live stream for my Never Ending Fold card. This is a tutorial that I did for the card maker. Light is not, if I try and fix the light, the brightness, let's go overexposed. There we go. I don't even know how much of that you saw because I wasn't really focusing. And this is the card that I made for it. So it's a live stream that we're going to be talking about the card, and I'm just kind of prepping some stuff because I'm pretty sure that people are going to ask me about like the tools that I used and things like that. So I want to make sure that I have everything at a grasp. Am I going to forget something? Absolutely, because somebody's going to ask me something completely out of left field that I didn't think to even prepare, which is totally fine. I kind of love it because, I mean, my room is small, so everything is within arm's reach. So, I mean, I don't really have to like go and grab anything. But I'm just trying to tidy up my room a little bit. And for the most of the day, it is so cold today. My hands are like ice blocks. So I've been trying to like warm up my hands. It hasn't really been working. Anyway, I started off this day working on, let me check my time tracking. That's something that I've started doing this year, is tracking my time to see what I spend my time on. And it has been so useful to see like, okay, I thought I spent a lot of time on like admin, but I actually really don't. You know, sometimes you like make these things seem so much worse in your head than what they actually are. And I only spend about 17% of my time on admin, which from when I was working in corporate, you should spend about 20%. So I mean, that's good, because otherwise the rest of the stuff is like, you know, creating courses or working on videos or some things like that. So I started off with like answering my emails, and I had a couple of people send me, you know, issues and things like that, problems that they're having. So I was helping them through that a little bit. And I don't count that as admin. That to me is community management, because that's literally why I'm here, to be able to help you with your problems. So I was helping them with their problems. And then I was also working on my sticker making summit video, which I've been working on the design files because I'm not 100% happy with where the design file is. So I'm still trying to tweak it a little bit to make it better so that it will, you know, work for more people. So I'm trying a few different iterations of things. I was finishing editing that video. It's almost done. I might need to add 1 or 2 extra things into it, like text overlays. And now I'm obviously prepping for the sticker making summit. the Card Maker Success Summit, sorry. So I've got to like go and brush out my hair. The color is fading so much, but I'm having my hair recolored in 2 weeks. So, I mean, that's fine. What can you do? So I've got all of the cards here that I've made. I've got 4 of them. And I just got the window. I normally leave this blind closed because it sits like right above me. Like there's my computer and it's literally right at the top there. And it's normally closed for, well, obvious reasons, because you can see like it shines directly in my eyes. But I figured that I want to get some light in this room now that the light has hit this side of the house, because I get afternoon sun in this room, just because my room is so cold and I want to warm it up a little bit. So I'm hoping that that will warm up a little bit before 4, and then I can close the blinds and turn on all of my million different lights to help even out the light in the room. I'm so bummed that I don't have my camera. I took it to them yesterday to see if they can have it fixed, and they sent me a WhatsApp this afternoon saying they're still looking at it. I think that they probably close early on a Friday, which means that I should have taken it first thing yesterday morning, but I took it in at like 2, 3 or somewhere around there. So I'm an idiot. I should have done that way earlier, because now I'm only going to get an answer on Monday. It's probably going to take them a couple of weeks to fix it anyway. If they can fix it, they might fix it for free, because it's within, he said, 3 months. So let's see. I really, really hope so, because I really don't want to have to buy another camera. As nice as it would be to have a second camera, I'm really not looking forward to that. But anyway, I'm just going to have to save for it and make a plan in between. And yeah, it's Friday, so I mean, like, low energy day. I do have a lot of admin for the sticker making summit, because that video is due today. And I also like have been telling myself I need to do fewer summits, because as amazing as they are, there are a lot of other things that I want to work on that I'm just not getting time for, because I end up doing summit things all the time because I just enjoy them so much. And then yesterday I said yes to 2 videos. I mean, they are only due in October, at the end of October, so I still have quite a bit of time. Excuse me, I still have quite a bit of time to work on them. Apparently I need to go get some water because my voice is like eh. And yeah, if they get approved, I'll do 2 videos. If not, then I'll just do 1 and it'll be a little bit easier. But the one is going to be really easy, and the other one I have big ideas for. It's a shadow box, and I want to do like a book nook, not a book nook, but like I want it to be a shadow box of like a mini library or something like that, with like some plants, some pothos plants or something like that in the foreground. So my mind was reeling with planning that out last night before I went to sleep, because that email came through at about 11, and I just when it's a summit day, I kind of obsessively check my emails, and that was one of the emails that I saw. So I was like, yes. Anyway, I'm going to carry on with prepping the room, just packing away a few things. I mean, it's mostly tidy, which is kind of amazing. My room doesn't stay this tidy for this long. And yeah, I need to work on some of the other sticker making summit files. So basically what I'm doing, I'm also watching somebody else's summit video for the Card Maker Success Summit live stream that they did, because I want to see what kind of things they had and they spoke about, so that I'm prepared, trying to do my research. So I'm using Silhouette Studio, and I'm just creating, oh, you can't see that at all. And I'm just creating some more stickers and just playing around with the file for the sticker making summit. Well, this is just like my own one, because I want to test the gaps between the stickers. So that's quite fun. But like I said, I don't think I'm going to do very much of that now. I want to make sure that I'm all ready for the live in like half an hour. Maybe I should go get like a Strepsils or something, because my throat, and I need to be talking now for the next, at least it's only 20 minutes. So that's not too bad. I mean, I can talk the hind leg of a dead donkey, clearly, you know, judging by the duration of this video. I don't even know how long this video is going to be, but I can talk the hind leg of a dead donkey. And I also want to do some spooktacular things. But other than that, I mean, there's nothing else really that I have to do today, which is quite cool. I did, maybe I should show you next week. I did at my friend's house. She was busy. She's just created her craft room, and it is sensational. It's like a dream room to host workshops and things like that. It's gorgeous. I love the lighting in that room that she has. It's such even lighting. It's very bright. Anyway, I could go on. In her unpacking of all the stuff into the cupboards, she's gone through her stash and she's looking to see what she wants to like get rid of and things like that. She's donating a lot of stuff to like children's homes, old age homes, the magistrate's court, so that when the parents are in a trial, the kids are then, you know, looked after and they have crafts and things like that to do. She allows us to go through the stuff as well, because she knows like some of us it's for work, so that we get to also kind of take a look at what a few things that we might want. I try and take as little as possible because I want it to go to the kids. But I got this little bag full of, she had crates full of the stuff, like literally those big black tote boxes, crates full. And I got a bunch of stuff. So like, as an example, these little stickery things or tags or whatever they're called. They're not expensive, but I wanted to see if I can maybe try and make something like this, like use it as a project idea for videos. So there's a bunch of that stuff in there. I'm not going to go through it all now. I don't want to unpack it, and this is already ridiculously long and I've got a lot of stuff to do. So if you want to see the stuff that I end up getting from her, let me know down below. And yeah, it's time for me to go do my live stream and, well, prep for the live stream. I also need to get changed because I'm in like my, this isn't my Snoopy, this is my comfy, but it's like a hoodie, essentially, a really big hoodie, oversized hoodie. So yeah, I'll chat to you guys later. Okay, that live is finished and Fred has just finished eating. I was waiting for him to finish because it's just like nom, 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 nom noises. And I'm pretty sure the microphone would have picked that up, so I figured I'd rather save you guys the stress. Although now he's sitting exactly where I wanted to work, because in the live stream, they asked me about my distress inks and I ended up unpacking my whole ink tower. It's like a little acrylic tower with all these little trays. And sir, would you mind just moving? You've got something in your toe. Would you mind just moving your cutie patootie over here? Okay. There we go. Good boy. So that I can pack this all back and have my desk back. So these are my, well, before I pack them away, these are my VersaFine inks, which are pigment inks. They are, well, some of them, I didn't have one whatever voice thing happen in the live. It only happened now and beforehand, like weird. Anyway, so these are some of my VersaFine inks. And then one of the other trays, I have my all-purpose inks and my embossing powders. And then the next tray up is my chalk inks. A whole bunch of chalk inks. They're super, super fun. These are very similar to like your oxides in look because they have that like whitish hue to them. Very, very cool. And there's some really nice ones because you have like some super glittery ones as well. Very pretty. And then obviously my distress inks, which are in this tray. Can I assist you, sir? Yeah, I think he wants more. He's just had a whole bag and a half of cat stuffies. So then, those are my distress inks. And then my natural colors up at the top here. And then all the rainbow color at the bottom. Very cool. There we go. Knew I'd be able to just get the last one in. I also took out my craft board and my sponge daubers. These are the daubers that I used in the video because they're, you know, super useful. They just fit on your finger and it's easy to like get the edges and things like that. But we didn't end up talking about them. It's crazy how quickly 20 minutes goes. That was a 20-minute stream. It was so fast. And I'm sad that it's over and that I now have no live streams scheduled, although kind of grateful because obviously I only have my phone. But yeah, time to tidy up this room a little bit now that all of my lives are finished and I don't have anything else. I do have a bit of work that I need to finish up for the sticker making summit and some other summits that I need to submit info for by today. But yeah, I think that's pretty much going to be me for the rest of the day, just doing admin work on the computer. I might cut some more stickers for the sticker making summit just to do some tests and things like that. But I'm going to go to gym. I actually just put my gym clothes on because I needed to get changed out of my Snoopy or comfy or whatever you want to call it. So I'm ready to go to the gym, shoes on and everything. So as soon as my husband gets home, we'll go, and then we'll come home, make supper, and then I'll carry on working until my work is done. And that's going to be me pretty much for the weekend until Monday. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed hanging out with me this week. It's kind of nice to talk to somebody. The only time I left the house this week was yesterday. So it's nice to talk to another person. I'm here by myself. So, nothing really else to do but work. My husband goes off to work and then he comes home at the end of the day. So I would say peace and quiet, but it's not with the cats and the dog. It's never really peace and quiet. So if you enjoyed this vlog, leave a little paintbrush emoji in the comments. I'm talking about inks and things like that, why not? I also want to start exploring some other fun things, and maybe I want to do oil painting, and I've also thought of maybe making a jelly plate as well. So maybe we'll do a lot of that kind of stuff in these vlogs where it's just, me kind of exploring crafting things, and, that'll be quite fun. And then in addition to the tutorials and things like that, because I still really enjoy teaching people how to make things. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoyed it. I will see you in the next one, next vlog, next tutorial. Who knows? And remember, be kind to someone today. See you soon.